Welcome back to Kerney-cation. We're here at Cedar Point for their brand new event, Barrels and Bites. So this is running all through the month of June, every day except Tuesday. So it's on the Frontier Trail. They have tons of food, wines, bourbon, everything, all sorts of stuff that you don't normally see during the season. So super happy to be here. Cedar Point invited us for a private tasting. So big shout out, thanks to Tony Clark and Cedar Point. So one big highlight of the event this year is they brought in a vendor, Brim Ember. You get a custom cowboy hat or a custom trucker hat with all sorts of patches. So
you can also get candles. Sorry to interrupt. You can also get candles or perfume made personalized at the store. We loved it.
I hope you enjoyed this real family vacation. How's it going, Tony?
Wonderful. How are you?
We're doing great. Thanks for inviting us out. We're so excited for this new event, and just wanted to ask you a couple questions, if that's okay.
Absolutely, yes.
First question, how is this different from Frontier Festival? Because we really love that event. I think that was a couple years ago now, so we were really excited this year to see an event in the beginning of the year, where last year we didn't really have anything. We still had Boardwalk Nights, which was great.
Yep.
But how is this different from the previous Frontier Festival?
That's a great question and a logical question to ask because it's on the Frontier Trail. So you're kind of like, okay, it's got maybe the Western theme. But what this is basically a bourbon and wine tasting event, which is separate from Frontier Festival, which was it was more about local, like a whole crafting area where vendors could sell their locally produced crafts, which it was almost like a mini craft fair, I guess, vendor fair. We had lots of beer-focused items on the drink menu, and it was just in a different section of the park. But the team wanted to do something on the Frontier Trail because that's a beautiful area of the park. It's everyone agrees it's very special. And how do we activate it? Keep it close to the theme of the Frontier Trail without interrupting that charm. And this was a natural fit for it because we didn't want to do this humongous menu. We didn't want to do crazy entertainment. We wanted to make it look like it was already there and things were already happening there. So that's why the games are very unique to the event. Even the photo opportunities, the selfie stations, those are crafted to look very wine and whiskey barrel motifs. And the entertainment is great. It's not like our typical shows like here at the Palace. Yeah. It's very acoustic, very relaxed and chill. And the food is fantastic. It's food we don't serve anywhere else. We would not have served this at Frontier Festival. That would have been, in the Frontier Festival, by the way, the food was also themed around one item every year. We did cherries, I think, one year. We did corn, if I'm not mistaken, one year. Corn. So this is not that. This is pairing the menu items with the bourbons, the whiskeys, the wines that we have available from our local vendors that are around the Midwest.
Awesome. And so this event, it does have beverages for those 21 and older. Yep. Bourbon, whiskey, wine. Is this something the whole family can enjoy on the Frontier Trail? You got the barnyard there.
Yes.
Pony rides.
Yes, that's also one of the reasons why we chose that area of the park, because of its family-friendly atmosphere. So the vendors that are there, you can make your own custom cowboy hat. They also make custom trucker hats, which is really cool.
Really cool.
There's obviously the barnyard, which has become the most popular area of the park. And the games are very friendly for all to play. Obviously, there is the 21 and older component with the beverages, but we wanted it to be an event that everybody could enjoy. There's places to sit and relax. Yeah. Everybody goes to the Frontier Trail to relax anyway. So
lots of shade.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they got the rocking chairs. We have swinging benches, and it's just a really cool addition to an area that we really didn't want to interfere with too much. We just wanted to enhance what was there, and it's appropriate for everybody in the family.
Yeah, no, we were here earlier this week and already started to see some of the setup, and we'll check it out in this video, but it looks really great on the trail. So I think everyone did a great job. But last question for you. I think you already mentioned it, in the intro, but for all the viewers, what's the one thing that you'd recommend or that people should get if they do stop on the trail?
There's many good things on the menu. I think one of the biggest surprises was the burnt ends and the grits.
The grits.
Because it was a pairing that I was kind of like, wait, what? And then I tried it, and I'm like, okay, that is a very nice surprise. That is very, very delicious. The skewers, that's all really good. Yeah. But I think the grits and the burnt ends were by far the biggest surprise for me. we did taste these over the winter.
Oh, okay.
So now I'm kind of anxious to have it again because they didn't bring, it, they didn't bring it
Wait,
back for a while.
Thinking about it all summer.
Yes, and now it's here and I can actually eat it. But there really is something for everyone. And again, you know, if you have the dining plan, you can still go and eat elsewhere because this is a la carte. So if you decided, I just really want to try the skewers, you can just get the skewers instead of having to buy a tasting card where you have to, like, you know, think of all the things that you have to go and use it on, or waste any for that matter. You can just buy individual items for what you're interested in having. So try it all. But if not, you have the power and the ability to just buy one.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic. All right. Thank you so much, Tony. I appreciate
Thanks
the time.
for coming. Go check out the event and have fun.
Can't wait. Thank you. All right. So we just sampled the food from Barrels and Bites. Mm-hmm. We did not get to try everything.
No.
But we did try some of the food. So first thing we wanted to talk about was what Tony recommended, the burnt ends and grits.
It is located at the Outpost Wine and Food. It is bourbon barbecue brisket burnt ends with truffled cheddar grits. 10 out of 10, no notes. It was delicious. It wasn't too heavy. It was so good. There was just the right amount of cheddar in the grits. The burnt ends are one of my favorite anyways. It was delicious. The sauce on the ends were good. Yeah, I can see why it's Tony's favorite. It was my favorite too, of all the food that we tried.
Next up, what are you talking about?
The wings?
The wings, yeah, the wings. So they were...
It is honey and herb brined smoked wings.
Okay.
Finished with a raspberry Chardonnay word I can't pronounce.
Raspberry Chardonnay. But yeah, it was super smooth, right? It was
good. It was really good. It was like, it tasted like a fancy sauce. It was really good. It was my second favorite thing. I like wings to begin with, but it had like just the right amount of flavor that I think is easy to replicate for a lot of people, which they need to do at Cedar Point. It was good. I liked it.
Yeah, it wasn't spicy. It was good. If you like the purple ectoplasm wings from Halloween's, very similar consistency on the sauce, but I think that was like peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, I think the flavor of the ectoplasm wings was a little loud, like it was adventurous. This one's just really, it's good. I think if you do actually do the bourbon or the beer tasting, this one is located at an area that has both. It's right in between. I think it would taste really good with either one. Mm-hmm.
Next up, we had the crab cake with the
habanero coleslaw.
Coleslaw.
It was good. If you like a crab cake, it tasted like a crab cake. The coleslaw was surprisingly delicious. It was one, like, coleslaw, you just think like picnic food, but it didn't taste that way. It, like, made you want to have more of it. I think pairing it with the crab cake helps cut the crab taste. I'm not like a huge crab cake fan, but it was good.
Yeah, it was super good. Like Crystal, I'm not a crab cake person, not a seafood person. I tried it without the slaw first, realizing I didn't know I needed to pair that with it. But after, it was okay. But when I added the slaw, I think it really elevated the dish. So it was super good. I give that one like a 7 out of 10 Kerney's. If the burnt ends was like the 10 out of 10, that's like a 7. So it was not spicy, not spicy. Well, we had the chicken skewer. It was spicy. It was a little spicy.
The chicken skewer was spicy. I don't see the chicken skewer on here, but I'm also reading in a panic.
Yeah.
They have a steak skewer. It had like a pesto sauce, and it's made out. If you like a little spice, it was hot, but it was good. Not my favorite, but not because it didn't taste good, just because it was spicy.
And last thing, so I'll give the chicken skewer like a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
But dessert, strawberry or the pudding, what is it, pudding, or what was it called?
It was chocolate mousse.
Chocolate mousse?
Or chocolate covered strawberry. I think they were both delicious. I'm not even like a really big chocolate mousse fan. And it was like smooth. Chef Chris said that it was like hard for them to master that recipe, and they did it. It was, I think both were 10 out of 10. Personally, I think a chocolate covered strawberry with a glass of wine would be my go-to, but both would be delicious. I imagine bourbon and the mousse would be good too.
Yeah.
But no changes. The only one that I, again, still liked, but wasn't my favorite, was the chicken. But everything was delicious. Even the chicken was good.
Perfect.
So.
All right, well, let's go venture out.
Into the rain.
Into the rain. It's raining, but... Oh, here are the cups that we got, too. I don't know. I think I took pictures on these on our Instagram, but we did get, gifted these. So thank you, Tony, Six Flags, Cedar Point, the whole nine. All right, so we just finished up the tasting, and it is raining good. Woo! So unfortunately with the rain, they did end up canceling a lot of the events and stands on the Frontier Trail for Barrels and Bites on Saturday, but you know, the kids had a good time jumping in puddles. So I did want to take you, you know, through the Frontier Trail and show you a couple of the things and just how it looks. They did such a great job like dressing up the area. So if you're a regular pass holder, you'll definitely notice some changes, and they have a huge map here too to kind of show you around when you enter the Frontier Trail. So one thing to keep in mind is Barrels and Bites is closed on Tuesdays, but one thing that was open and that I was really looking forward to trying is Brim and Ember. So this is a vendor that they brought in just special for this event, and this is where what Tony was saying, you could get a custom trucker hat, a candle, make your own perfume, or a custom cowboy hat. So really nice. They did a great job dressing up this area. I don't think I've ever been in this building in particular, but yeah, there's the scent bar. You can build your own or make your own perfume or cologne. It's $35. We created one, and I'll show you that here in a second. They have so many different flavors. It was crazy. But here's all the trucker hats that you can, you know, put patches on. So what you do is there's a bunch of drawers over here, and you can kind of pick. There's a couple of samples too. But cowboy hats, so you get 5 accessories with the cowboy hats. So they can even torch it. There's a couple of different styles you can pick from. I picked one of the bullheads, and they also had youth hats, so my son got a hat too. Super cool that you can customize it. And here they ask you, one of the options to accessorize is if you can want to torch it. So what they do is they kind of heat around the hat. It makes it look kind of more worn in, so I did opt for this style. I thought it was super cool that they offered this. They do it outside, so this is, you know, something if you're walking down the Frontier Trail, you might see someone getting, you know, them torching the hat. So it's a good way to also bring people in off the side here. But super cool that they have this. And they also they can torch other things, like one of the accessories. I opted to get a card in the hat, so I had to pick an ace. Thank you for finding an ace in the deck for me. But they can torch the card too. So I got, I think, a ribbon, and I'll show you everything here when it's done. But it kind of adds to a cool effect to the hat. But my son also, he got a youth hat, and he opted to do some of the branding. So for his 5 accessories, he, you know, got his name, and then I think a turtle too, so that was pretty cool. They can brand the hat on the bottom like my son wanted, or on the side. And here's my finished hat. So I opted for some matches, a ribbon, and a card, and the torching, and then like a piece of string to kind of hold it in. And there's my son's hat. He got his name, Colt, and the turtle, and there's his hat there. So very cool. We love this experience, and my wife ended up getting a trucker hat. So the way the trucker hat works is it's pricing. You kind of pick the hat, and then each patch is like $5 to $9, and they have tons and tons. Like you could spend probably 20 or 30 minutes just looking at the different patches. So tons of customizations. I actually want to come back. I'll probably have to wait again until I get paid. But I want to come back and get a trucker hat. So definitely check this place out. They do it right here while you wait, and they also offer to send it to if you're staying on site, or you want to pick it up later, you can send it to your room at the hotel. So that was a nice thing that the park offered too. But again, so many different patches. Like they're funny ones. They had name brand ones, and this was the youth hats, trucker hats too. So they don't have just grown-ups, but it was cool how they kind of press each patch on there. Like I said, they do it all kind of in the store there while you wait or pick up later. And pivoting back to the custom perfume, so that's what my daughter wanted. So you can kind of build your own scent. So you pick, you know, a few different flavors, and they have a base. I think they said it was like coconut oil or something, so that was nice. But they'll pick it, and you pick all the smells, and you get to name it here. So this was a cool process. You know, they really have something for everyone. Like my son and I, we got cowboy hats. My wife got a trucker hat, and we'll show you the candles here too in a second. And then you can also get the custom perfume here too. And here's the candles, so the various different scents, and you can kind of make a layered candle. So you just scoop the beads, and I think they said the small ones burn for 15 to 20 hours. So pretty cool. A few different size candles that you can build there too. But last up, we did go to Lusty Lil's for Hoots and Hollers. This is back on the weekend. So thank you, Tony, for the complimentary VIP tickets. These are $15 normally, but man, the show was so good. And you do get this nice close area, popcorn, and get to order something from the drink menu and a custom a nice VIP button. So super cool. All right, so that'll do it. We ended the night at Hoots and Hollers. Definitely check it out. We did the VIP. It was complimentary. Thank you to Six Flags Cedar Point and Tony Clark. But definitely awesome. I missed out on it last year. It was a lot of fun. It's a 21 and older event, so there's some adult language. But if you do purchase the VIP, it's $15. You get popcorn, an alcoholic or non-alcoholic beverage, good seats, and a button. So it was a really great value. Just be prepared if you're in the front, you might get some crowd work done. But overall, we can't wait to be back. Yeah, it was kind of a bummer that the rain closed a lot of the Barrels and Bites today. So we'll definitely be back. Definitely consider subscribing to the channel. We're going to come back, check out Barrels and Bites during the day when it's open. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this real family vacation. We'll see you next time.